Truth revealed, Steve Archibald's journey from footballing hero to controversial figure wasn't just bad luck. The Scottish striker, who dazzled at Tottenham and Barcelona, became known for something else entirely, falling out with almost everyone in charge. What drove a talented player to clash with legendary managers, struggle in business, and fight legal battles that continue today? Steve Archibald's story began in Glasgow in 1956. After starting at Clyde in 1974, his natural talent quickly caught attention. A move to Aberdeen in January 1978 changed everything. Under Alex Ferguson, Archibald helped the club win the Scottish Premier Division title in 1979-80, scoring 22 goals in 52 appearances. His performances attracted English clubs, and Tottenham paid a record £800,000 for his services in May 1980. At Spurs, he formed a deadly partnership with Garth Crooks. In his first season, Archibald scored 25 goals across all competitions, including the opening goal in the FA Cup semi-final that helped Tottenham win the trophy. Over 4 years, he collected 2 FA Cups and a UEFA Cup, making 189 appearances and scoring 78 goals. Barcelona came calling in August 1984, paying £1 £15 million. Archibald continued his winning ways, securing La Liga in 1985 and reaching the 1986 European Cup final, though they lost on penalties. Success at Europe's biggest clubs gave him confidence and self-belief that would shape his character for years to come. His international career flourished too, earning 27 caps for Scotland between 1979 and 1986. Scoring 4 goals and playing in 2 World Cups. The Scottish Football Hall of Fame recognised his contributions in 2009. Despite his success, Archibald earned a reputation that followed him throughout his career. The media called him Bolshy and a fully paid-up member of the awkward squad. This wasn't just tabloid gossip. His relationships with managers proved it. At Aberdeen, his dynamic with Alex Ferguson was famously tempestuous. They argued constantly, with Ferguson reportedly naming a chair after Archibald because of all the time the striker spent debating in his office. One incident perfectly captured their relationship. After scoring a hat-trick, Ferguson demanded the match ball back. Archibald's response? He hammered the ball off the ceiling without entering Ferguson's office. Remarkably, their relationship contained mutual respect. Years later, before the 1999 Champions League final, Ferguson sought Archibald's advice about losing big finals, knowing he'd experienced heartbreak with Barcelona in 1986. Ferguson used Archibald's wisdom about profound and lasting suffering to motivate his Manchester United players. The situation at Tottenham was different. Manager Keith Birkinshaw found Archibald prickly and called him a morose individual. Their relationship deteriorated completely after Birkinshaw accused Archibald of feigning injury and refused to substitute him in the first home game of the season. The result? They reportedly didn't speak for an entire season, completely ignoring each other for months. At Hibernian, another fallout occurred with manager Alex Miller in 1990, leading to Archibald's departure. Despite this, he later reflected positively on his time there, saying he loved his 2 years at Easter Road and enjoyed a good relationship with the fans. This pattern revealed something important about Archibald's character. He possessed a powerful will and reluctance to defer to authority when he disagreed with decisions. While this drove his success as a player, it created friction in hierarchical structures where compromise was expected. Archibald's transition into management at East Fife from 1994 to 1996 showed his ambition extending beyond playing. Initially successful, he guided the club to promotion to the Scottish First Division and demonstrated his forward-thinking approach by signing Trinidad and Tobago internationals Arnold Dwaraka and Craig Demin. However, success bred bigger ambitions. Archibald wanted more investment and higher standards, but this clashed with the club's financial reality. He stated bluntly that the club's ambition did not match mine. The final straw came when he played in a testimonial match for Hibs defender Gordon Hunter, but declared himself unfit for East Fife's Challenge Cup tie the next day, a match they lost. The board sacked him in 1996, citing a fallout over funding. This represented a shift from personality clashes to fundamental disagreements about resources and strategic direction. An out-of-court settlement resolved the dispute, but the pattern was clear. Archibald's drive for excellence conflicted with institutional limitations. In 2000, Archibald embarked on his most ambitious venture, acquiring Airdryonians, a Scottish First Division club in severe financial trouble. Granted preferred bidder status, he took over day-to-day operations and installed himself as manager. His approach was innovative and bold. Leveraging European contacts, he brought in Spanish and foreign players dubbed the Spanish Armada. The strategy worked initially. They won the 2001 Scottish Challenge Cup, a remarkable achievement given the circumstances. Archibald articulated big plans to elevate Airdrie into the Scottish Premier League, but ambition outstripped financial reality. KPMG, the administrators, terminated their deal with Archibald in February 2001, stating he had not kept up to date with payment of fees. The situation became desperate. Players reported their wages went to pay the administrators to keep the club going, with some facing eviction threats due to unpaid rent. Staff and players were locked out of the stadium. One player's perspective captured the problem perfectly. Archibald was trying to run before he could walk. His strategic vision yielded sporting success, but fundamental financial mismanagement doomed the project. Foreign players left in March 2001. The club narrowly avoided relegation and was expelled from the Scottish Cup for failing to fulfil a fixture. The ultimate consequence was catastrophic. Airdryonians ceased operations on May 1st, 2002, with Airdrie United formed as a replacement. The saga demonstrated how Archibald's entrepreneurial vision consistently founded on complex financial and legal frameworks. Following retirement, Archibald relocated to Spain and worked as a football agent before launching FC Energia in 2018. This renewable energy firm aimed to bridge the energy sector with football clubs, reflecting his continued connection to the sport. FC Energia partnered with Nexus Energia, a Madrid-based giant with annual revenues exceeding £900 million. Archibald claims he was instrumental in bringing thousands of clients on board and established collaborations with major La Liga teams, including Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, and Valencia. However, in 2020, familiar problems emerged. Archibald alleges he was unjustly ditched as CEO, and his 50% shareholding was slashed to almost nothing. He accuses Nexus of an abusive, hostile takeover and vile and brutal treatment, explicitly claiming they were stealing my part of the company. Nexus stated FC Energia was being unified with their overall brand, but Archibald initiated legal action in Barcelona's civil courts in 2023. The case has involved months of hearings and hefty lawyer fees. Despite acknowledging he cannot regain control, he seeks compensation for financial and personal strain. Archibald remains optimistic, expressing firm belief that everything I've done is right and believe what they've done is wrong and against the law. This ongoing battle reinforces consistent patterns, contentious disputes over control, finance, and contractual integrity across different industries. Steve Archibald's professional life reveals a compelling truth about talent, ambition, and temperament. His difficult personality, while potentially driving competitive edge and success, consistently generated friction within hierarchical environments. The same strong will that helped him challenge Alex Ferguson and succeed at elite clubs also led to fallouts with Keith Birkinshaw, Alex Miller, and various boards. His journey illuminates significant challenges faced by high-profile athletes transitioning into complex managerial and business roles. Individual brilliance, intense competitive drive, and strong opinions don't always translate to collaborative, financially intricate demands of leadership. From East Fife's funding disputes to Airdryonians' financial collapse to the ongoing Nexus Energia legal battle, Archibald's post-playing ventures follow a pattern. Grand visions meet practical limitations, often resulting in formal legal disputes rather than mere personality clashes. Yet, through all the controversy, one truth emerges. Archibald never stopped trying to control his own story. His willingness to pursue protracted legal battles, even against large corporations, demonstrates deep conviction in his beliefs and a determined approach to resolving conflicts. Steve Archibald remains a gifted footballer whose post-playing career has been defined by persistent drive for control and success. This drive frequently led him into high-stakes conflicts rooted in financial, contractual, and interpersonal disagreements. His story serves as a unique case study in the multifaceted challenges of transitioning from sporting excellence to business leadership, where talent alone proves insufficient without mastery of financial acumen, strategic negotiation, and collaborative governance. The problems of Steve Archibald aren't just about a difficult personality, they reveal the complex reality of translating sporting success into other arenas of life.